My reading has been all over the place lately. I have not had the focus at all. But that changes today. Over the course of the next 4 days, I am going to spin a wheel to determine how long I read for, in hopes that this will combat my bad reading habits, get me out of a reading slump, and back onto a daily routine of reading. Normally, I like to read for 30 minutes in the morning, and if I have time, I will read before bed. But my routine has just been all out of whack. You can thank the NHL playoffs for that, honestly. But in this video, everything changes, and I'm putting my trust in a spinner wheel. I have 5 hours allocated to this spinner wheel, and I will spin the wheel each day to determine how long I read for. If you're new here, hi, I'm Alex. I'm a trans guy who loves to read queer books, and I do fun videos like this. If you also love queer books, I'd love to have you a part of my community. Just hit the subscribe button, and you will be a part of the Paperback Pals. Now let's get reading, or I guess spinning. Hello, it is Friday, the first day of this challenge, and I need to know how much I am going to read for today. Here is my spinner wheel, and I am going to spin to see how much I'm going to read today. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay. 2 hours. That's not bad. Here are some of my hopefuls for this video and this weekend. I'm currently reading She Gets the Girl, but I might soft DNF it because I'm not in the headspace for it. It's about college, and I just read a book about college, and quite frankly, this book is giving me anxiety, so I should probably just put it down. And it's not the book's fault. Like, I'm really enjoying the book. It's just my fault. It's a me problem. I would like to also get to the middle grade, Vivian Lance's Second Chances by Catherine Ormsby. This is a Groundhog's Day retelling. It has queer rep, and I'm going to use it for the buzzword prompt to read a book with ordinal numbers in the title. And last, I would really love to get to Bed and Breakup by Susie Dumont. I've been meaning to read this. It is a romance between 2 exes and the bed and breakfast that broke their marriage. I have been anticipating this since last year. I just never got around to it. And this is the graphic novel that just showed up on Libby this morning. Perfect timing. Those are all the books I plan to read this week. I will see you once I have a reading update. Checking in at hour 1. It's been an hour and 21 minutes of reading. I have gotten to 63% of my graphic novel just between us. I'm really enjoying it. This is a lesbian figure skating rivals to lovers. I forgot why I put this on hold until I went over to Storygraph and remembered my friend Reese loved this. His review was praising this book so much that I immediately put it on hold on Libby. I am loving this. It's so much fun. If you've been wanting a book that is like Ice Princess, but lesbians, it's basically what Ice Princess should have been. We have 2 young women who are rivals in figure skating. There's a lot of interpersonal and like family stuff going on. One character isn't in love with figure skating as much as the other. She is doing it more for the monetization and income for her family. I don't like that. I do not like that she feels responsible for her family, and her coach is telling her that as well. I know that figure skating can be really cutthroat and toxic. That's definitely being shown here. But for the most part, I would say this is pretty light. There was an instance of homophobia, specifically lesbophobia, and there was the D slur on page, and it was derogatory. It's been reclaimed by the lesbian community, but in this instance, it was used as a slur. The illustrations are really good. I'm loving the style and the color scheme. The majority of this is in black and white, but there are instances of color. Our characters are Elaine Yi, who is from Malaysia, and Lydia Chen, who is from the United States. And they are competing to be Olympians. That's what most of their rivalry is about. One thinks they're better than the other. I think this is going to be a coming out story. We have learned that Elaine is a lesbian, but she is closeted. She's not out. And for Lydia, she thinks she's an ally.
I'm not like homophobic. I'm an ally.
She's got a big storm coming for her.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Alright, I am going to finish this up and I will come back with my final thoughts. I am probably going to finish this before the 2 hours is up, so I will dive into Vivian Lance's Second Chances next. But for now, let's focus on the graphic novel. Hello, at an hour and 48 minutes, I finished Just Between Us. Excellent. Loved it so much. I'll have a thorough review probably tomorrow. But now there's 12 minutes remaining of my time for today, so I will pick up Vivian Lance. I'll let you know how much I get into this, but I am gonna give myself a little breather in between books. I'm just gonna go on Storygraph, catch up on some hockey that is currently going on, and then before bed I will read Vivian Lance and read for 12 minutes. Hello, it is Saturday, day 2 of this experiment. Let's spin the wheel to figure out what I'm going to read today. It is 10 a.m., so I'd like to get a head start. For today, I would be fine with a 4-hour. I think that would be perfect. I'm okay if it's 5. I don't have too much to do today. All right, let's spin. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, okay, it's 2 hours. That's fine. I'm not upset by this, but I did want to read a little bit more today. Let's see what I can read in 2 hours. Hello, I've officially read for 1 hour. I read 49 pages, not bad. I took the dust jacket off of my book. I am somebody that likes to read without the dust jacket. If you read hardcovers, what do? Are you fine with having the dust jacket on, or do you need to have the book naked? For me, it's harder to read with the dust jacket on, and I just prefer to read the book naked. I'm really enjoying this so far. I love how nerdy Catherine Ormsby's books are. Tosh meets Tolstoy, talks about Tolstoy, and there's also an element where the characters are on a YouTube channel, or like they have a YouTube channel. This also has fanfic writing. So Vivian is a big nerd and she loves a certain fantasy series. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Revelant. For her 13th birthday, she gets what is basically a cameo, but in this book it's fictional and it's called Meet and Greet, from the author of the series, and the author gives her advice on how to make 8th grade the best year for her and to break her curse of having bad first days. Currently, she's experiencing her first day of 8th grade and it's not going well at all. It rained, there was a flood in her house, she's all muddy because she fell, and her plan is going awful. She's taken the advice from her favorite author to heart, and she put together a list of goals that she has for herself for this new year. I love that. I love when books have lists and the character wants to achieve a certain goal. I'm really curious about how the Groundhog's Day theme is going to be integrated into this book, because I don't know if I want to necessarily read about her experiencing this over and over. I think that could be boring, so I hope that the author does it differently. Honestly, I just want to see her doing the things on the list, and she will, but I don't know if I want to relive that over and over again. Now that I think about it, I'm not a big fan of Groundhog's Day, the holiday, or the movie. Just the fact that somebody is experiencing something over and over again can be boring, but I know it's to make their life better and like just have a redo. This is so random, but as a kid I used to watch every Christmas this Elmo Christmas special where he wants Christmas to be every day. And so he wishes that, and it ends up happening to him, and he realizes that he doesn't want it to be Christmas every day. That is so random. I don't even understand why we still have Groundhog's Day, the holiday. It's one of my least favorite holidays. I do not celebrate. It is such a weird holiday. I don't understand why we even have it. If you don't know, in the US, and I don't know if it's anywhere else, I feel like it's just the US, there is a day, it's February 2nd, where a groundhog comes out of the ground, and if he sees his shadow, spring is on its way. And if he doesn't see his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. I think that's what it is. I just don't understand it as a holiday. I don't support it. It is such a weird holiday. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you like Groundhog's Day, the movie and holiday, or you like me and you just don't really like that trope of somebody experiencing something over and over again? I'm gonna get back to reading. I have an hour left. Not gonna lie, I am a little scared that the wheel is being too nice to me and that I'm gonna have a wake-up call Sunday or Monday. Where I'm just gonna have a long day of reading. I am fine with that. I'm not going to be unhappy if I get like a 5-hour because I want to read more, but I'm not somebody that can read in one sitting. I have to read in like increments. I just get bored very easily and I need to be doing other things, but we'll just have to see what is in store for me. I am going to go back to reading and I will come back once my hour is completed. I have successfully read for 2 hours. In my last session, I read 45 pages, which was a little bit less from the first session, but I am very much enjoying this and excited to keep reading it. I just got to the Groundhog's Day part where she is given a second chance. Of course, I won't spoil it, but I'll let you know what I think about the Groundhog's Day element. Anyway, that is it for today's reading, but now it is time for me to spin the wheel to figure out how much I'm going to read tomorrow. I hope that the universe is nice to me. 3, 2, 1, spin. 4. That's actually not bad. I'm really not doing a lot tomorrow, and this would give me some time to finish up my book. I definitely spoke it into existence though, saying I wouldn't be mad if I had a 4 or a 5 for the next couple days. Alright, I will see you tomorrow to read for 4 hours, and hopefully I will finish my book, and then I will get to read, bed, and break up. See you then. Sweet, 3 hours in and I finished my book. Another book down. I really enjoyed this. I won't give you my full thoughts now. I'll give myself some time and I'll probably let you know at the end of the video when I do a reading wrap up. This was very fun and I enjoyed it. It is 7:25 p.m. I actually ended up going out this afternoon to a town nearby and I got to go into the bookstore that they have, had lunch, and I also just like went around the town. They have a pet store and there are many cats in there. The cat that I showed you, her name is Maddie, and she's actually named after the store. Very cool. She is an old lady. Very fun way to spend my Sunday. Now I have under an hour to go for my time today, and I am going to start Bed and Breakup. I'm so happy that I finally get to start this. I didn't think that I would finish Vivian in time. Alright, I am going to take a little break before I get into this, but I will update you once I have started, and of course when my time runs out for the day, and then I will spin the wheel to figure out what I read for tomorrow, the last day of this challenge. Hello, I officially got to 4 hours of reading today. I finished a book and I started a new book. I got 32 pages in. Granted, the book does start on page 3, so I didn't really read 32 pages. I am feeling very tired though, because it is 10:51 p.m. So it is time for me to go to bed. However, I do have to spin the wheel to know what my fate is for tomorrow. I am very much enjoying this. I am excited to see what happens here. I'm liking the small town vibes, and the premise of the book is that these two exes have to fix up their bed and breakfast to be able to sell it. Actually, I think it's an inn. I don't know why I keep saying it's a bed and breakfast. I think it's because of the title of the book, but they have an inn together. They were married for 7 years, got divorced. We don't know why, but we will know why. I did a trope taste test video on second chance romances, and I'm very iffy about them because of this one thing. Especially when it is this scenario where like two characters broke up. What if they did an awful thing? What if they cheated? What if they just were terrible? I wouldn't want them to have a second chance. I'm very curious to see what direction this goes in. Okay, now it is time to figure out what my fate is for tomorrow. 3, 2, 1, spin. What? What? This is truly my fault. Go back to past me saying, oh, I'm totally fine with this. I would totally be fine with a 4 or 5 hour. I'm not going to be unhappy if I get like a 5 hour. Not tomorrow. I have so much work to do tomorrow. I'm gonna be up late reading. It's fine. Hopefully this book is tolerable and that I keep enjoying it, because if not, I'm really gonna be in for it. Oh my god, why does it have to be like that? This is my fault though. I said that I wanted 5 hours, and that's what I got. I'm gonna head to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's Monday, it's 11 a.m., and I have to get reading. I have to read for 5 hours today, and my main goal, besides some freelance work, is to edit my wrap-up for tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend the day reading in chunks. I've been implementing a technique from Sarah Danielle. I'll have her video down below. I don't believe she posted it on YouTube, but it's probably on Instagram, and her main platform is TikTok. She did a video sharing tips to read more, and for her what works is setting timers throughout the day every hour and reading 20 pages. I have been doing this over the last week and it has been so beneficial. I have read so much. So by implementing that today, I hope it's going to help me read more and get a good chunk of this read, and of course try to hit the 5 hours. Realistically, I don't think I'll get to the 5 hours by doing that, but I'll switch off once it's about like 5 o'clock. All right, I'm gonna get working and reading, and I'll check in soon.
Seems like you've been busy since you went away. I'm just flipping through your pictures I can tell you look more than okay. Think I need help to feel as happy as you.
Hello, it is 5 o'clock, my day is ending. I just finished up my edit for my April wrap-up, which will go up tomorrow, and I will caption it and all of that. I'll link it down below. I'm tired. I have only managed to read for an hour and 32 minutes. That means if I did the math correct, I have 3 hours and 27 minutes to go. Oh boy. I had a feeling I would be in this situation, but it's Monday and I had work to do and I can't not do that. I am enjoying Bed and Breakup. Let me get it really quick. I believe I am 95 pages in, so I'm about to hit the 100-page mark. I am going to curl up into bed, get into something cozy, and then I will dive in. Not feeling good today. I'm in shambles. But I am really enjoying this. I'm just curious to see how it goes. We are setting up for a reconciliation, but the characters still hate each other and I kind of love it. I love the pettiness of Molly. I think she might be my favorite character. She is just giving Robin a hard time and it's really funny. Basically, it is two ex-wives who do run a bed and breakfast. I was right about that. And they are back in town. It's been 7 years and they haven't talked to each other since their divorce. Robin is a chef. I believe the book put it, she's a lesbian. She's a C-list celebrity in the food world. And Molly is a artist. She makes stained glass paintings and windows, and so she is back in town in Arkansas, in a queer part of Arkansas. This talks a lot about being in a small town. Both characters have conservative parents and are no contact with them. I love small town storylines, especially when we are talking about the importance of queer towns and the queer people in red states and in conservative areas. I am being painted a picture of what this town is like. I love learning about the shops and their punny names. I'm having a lot of fun with this. But the dilemma is that both women have stopped with the bed and breakfast. They hired a management company and so they have not been managing the bed and breakfast since, and it was once a staple for queer folks. It was a travel destination. So right now they are given an ultimatum to sell it to a good friend of theirs and they will get a good chunk of money. Robin needs the money, but Molly doesn't want to do it. Molly is fucking with Robin so much and it's so funny. All of the things that she's doing to piss her off is hilarious. Honestly, it could be a little cringy because, like, these women are 35, but I still think it's a little funny.
Staying out on the weekends, I really need something to do. I'm just trying to smile when all I can think of is you. Yeah, I'm just faking my way through the days to avoid that feeling I get when I'm lonely and I'm missing you. Wish you could tell
I always severely underestimate myself. Yesterday, I was like, oh, 5 hours? That's not bad. I can totally do it. And I did. I read for 5 hours yesterday. I believe I read up until maybe like 11:45 p.m. It was rough. I was so exhausted and I just wanted to stop reading. This type of challenge can definitely burn you out, so I'm glad that I only did it for 4 days. I could not do this for a week. That is way too much. I was really feeling it at the end of the night. I was so tired and I just wanted to go to bed, but I persevered and I got to about 60% of Bed and Breakup. I'm still really enjoying this. I actually got to page 199. I was so tired I could not read another page. It would have been really cool to say I got to page 200. As a slow reader, I'm very impressed with myself. However, this is a rom-com and I'm enjoying the pacing of it. The characters are really fun. So I've read more because I'm enjoying the book. It helps that I'm really enjoying this, because if I was reading a slower book or something that I was disinterested in, it probably would have taken longer for me to read, honestly. Anyway, I did complete the 5 hours of reading yesterday, and that wraps up this video. This was very fun, but I don't know if I like this way of reading. Like I said, I prefer to read in increments. I am not a fan of reading for hours on end. Unless it's a book that has really caught my attention and I can just breeze through it and forget the time even exists. In total, I read 2 books and I'm in the middle of one, so I guess we could say 3.5. First, I read the graphic novel Just Between Us by Adeline Cohn. This is a lesbian rivals to lovers figure skating romance. Think Ice Princess, but actually sapphic. And I saw some people comp it as Yuri on Ice. Basically, this graphic novel is 2 girls who are rivals in figure skating and are trying to get to the Olympics. It is very hostile at points, but I really loved seeing their relationship blossom. I liked the illustrations, and I had a lot of fun reading this. I also read the middle grade Vivian Lance's Second Chances by Catherine Ormsby. This is a Groundhog's Day retelling. It has queer rep. Our main character Vivian is bi, and the girl that she's crushing on, Gemma, is a lesbian. There's a minor storyline of Vivian having a crush on Gemma. Vivian also has 2 dads. This was really fun, but it was draining at points. The Groundhog's Day trope can be exhausting. I would say that one chapter or like part in the book that she experiences Groundhog Day, and I think that one could have been cut. I definitely think we didn't need the extra one, but I understand why. This just makes me not want to read the Groundhog's Day trope. This is a me problem, not the book problem. I think this was really well done. If you like the Groundhog's Day trope and you're looking for more queer middle grade, I highly recommend this. It was very fun. I liked the vibes of it. We have a vintage store that Vivian's dads own, and I liked getting to imagine what it looks like. The imagery was very well done. Getting a picture of what the store looks like and what they sell. Having read Catherine Ormsby's YA, I think her middle grade was really well done. Like I said, if you're looking for a queer middle grade, I recommend this. And now I am 63% into Bed and Breakup. I'm probably gonna try to finish it today or just have it as a side book, because I'm actually about to start my vlog where I reread some of my favorite books. I'm doing a readathon in Discord through Bindtree if you want to join us. I have 2 bingo cards. One is full of titles. You can read books that I like and have recommended, or you could read books that have my favorite themes and tropes. Think trans rep, T for T romance, fake dating, things like that. I would love to have you join us, so if you're interested, the link to Bindtree is down below. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments. Do you like to read in increments, or do you prefer to read in longer stints? like this. Are you fine with reading for 5 hours? Or would you prefer reading for 30 minutes? I'd love to know in the comments. And while you're down there, give this video a like and hit subscribe if you're new here. Likes and comments let YouTube's algorithm know that I'm here and lets more people be able to find me. Thank you to my top members on Patreon and Bindery for your support this month. It means so much to me. Thanks so much for being here. If you'd like to watch more, YouTube suggests this video and you can subscribe here. Bye.